The elements of direct instruction, a tool, not an approach. All good teachers believe in direct instruction. It's not the what, it's the how and the how much of direct instruction. These are the basic elements of direct instruction. It is one tool for a teacher's toolbox. First of all, it has clearly defined objectives. You start with a goal or a purpose. I want to teach about the short A sound. Put it in the form of a behavioral objective. Students will be able to identify words with a short A sound. I can say yes or no if I've achieved that or not. And then assessment. How will you know if students have learned? For example, students will be given a worksheet containing 10 words with a short A sound. There will be pictures corresponding to each word. Students will put the correct word with each picture. That's just an example. But the thinking process involves start with the goal. What do you want to teach about? Put in the form of behavioral objective and think how you might assess that. The learning experience is clearly defined in direct instruction. I am teaching about or teaching students how to. Part 2, well-organized lessons. The learning experience is planned. The sequence of information and events are all laid out. The questions, the activities are described in order. This is so that you can maximize time on task and academic learning time. Time on task, time when students are actively engaged. Academic learning time, actively engaged and successful. Now, a good lesson plan does not have to be long, complex, cumbersome to be effective. More doesn't mean more learning. Complexity doesn't mean more rigor. Simple is often the most effective when you are planning a lesson. The next part is input, the information or knowledge, the specific steps. These are the steps. You are modeling or providing examples. This is the short A sound, ant, apple, atom. It's organized so that it is easy to assimilate. The students can see the structure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Often graphic organizers or advanced organizers are used to show the structure of what is to be learned. And input, direct instruction, is more effective if it is presented in small bits. Easy to chew, less taxing on working memory. Say a little bit, do a little bit. The most important part is guided practice. You've given them the information. Now you go through it together to provide some scaffolding to see if they've got it. You practice the input, and it is also a type of formative assessment. As you're going through together, you can see if students have got it. And then independent practice is practice of what has already been learned. I give you the information, we do one together, and then I have you do it by yourself. This often is homework or a class activity. This should be designed so that it is 95 to 100% successful. All right? This is practice of what has been learned. It's not the goal is not to measure or assess, but to practice learning. And then the last part, revisit, review, and reapply. Mastery of anything doesn't happen in a single lesson. You have to revisit at higher and higher levels, review it, touch it time again. Mastery of anything occurs over time. These are the elements of direct instruction. Every teacher believes in it. Tips. Keep instruction short and briskly paced. Remember, they're not going to master it in one setting. The goal of reading instruction is to help students create meaning with print, not to master reading sub-skills. Rule of thumb, 70 to 80% of reading class should be practicing reading, authentic reading, and 20 to 30% in skills instruction using direct instruction or other types of things. Use direct instruction in the context of authentic reading and writing to the greatest degree possible. Teach skills in the context of real books and students' own writing. Direct instruction, it is a tool, an effective tool, but not an approach.